I'm discombobulated, folks. My chi and my flow and my feng shui have all been thrown off. Because if you find your motivation, I feel if you have something to motivate you and keep you positive, that's all you need in life. Because obviously, if you have the motivation, and let's say you're a negative person, who knows where life could take you, right? Let me give a reference right now, especially when it comes to my fitness and my lifestyle. So there was a time in my life when the gym and working out was my number one and only priority. And that was probably even as of late as 2009. That year, the gym came before anything and anyone. Even when I met the wife, because obviously she's the wife now, but when I met Deborah, the gym was still my A1, because it's been A1 since day one. But once the relationship got serious, then, she loves to work out too. We met at a bodybuilding show, FYI. We met at where's this camera? I gotta get used to this phone, right? We met at a bodybuilding show. So we both have a similar passion for working out. And I can pop up her pictures just because I can. Because she's also won her competitions too. And she's done her thing. She does her thing. So luckily we got to work out together. And I got stories about when we first started working out. And I was trying to impress her. It's a mess. But I want to give her more time. I want to focus on the relationship more. So then the gym, there's 2 burners in the front, 2 burners in the back on your average typical stove. So then the gym was the only thing on the front burner. There's 2 burners. The gym was like taking up both. Like hell with it. So then I took off the gym off of one and I put Deborah on the other. Bam, gym and Deborah. Once I started to think about proposing, that's when I became front desk supervisor at Lowe's Hollywood Hotel. I took the supervisor position, and once you do that, work gets put up on your front burner now, because you're a supervisor. So it takes more from you. It takes more time. It takes more effort. You want to do a good job. You don't want to get fired, and you have a reputation, and you want to make sure that your reputation is, respectable. So I want to do a great job at what I'm doing. So now, she wasn't the wife yet, so now Deborah and my job are on the front burner. The gym gets put on the back burner, which includes because I even stopped bodybuilding for a while after I got promoted. Stopped bodybuilding. I still worked out. You're not gonna stop me from working out. But as far as like dieting and prepping for shows, all that was gone. And then kids come along, and then it's like, dude, so it used to be like work, everything else. And then after a while, it was, no, I'm sorry, so sorry. Not work was never first. My apologies. The gym and everything else. Then it was, I'm gonna say wifey because it makes more sense. Like I'm not gonna downgrade her at all. Then it's wifey, gym, everything else. And then all of a sudden it's work, wifey, gym, everything else. And then you're like, it comes down to work and wifey, because you're trying to take care of wifey, and the work is paying the bills and taking care of stuff. So now you're just kind of like, lost in the sauce. But once I realized that we were content and happy with the way that things were, with what we have and how things were going, I did a random diet that worked out for the best. So my first show, Keanu was about 9 months. And he did come down to watch Dad compete. And this could tie into the next story I want to tell. Perfect. 2 minutes left. He was 9 months. The first show he saw Dad compete, which you probably will never remember, I got 3rd place. If I could rewind the hands of time, I could even do a pop-up if I want, but I doubt it's going to happen. I'm just saying I can do it if I want to, because I can do things like that. So after that, I did shows and I got 2nd place. I can tell you when I don't care if it's 1,000 people. And I told you before in my videos, if I get second, I'm pissed. No lie. I got 3rd. I posted it on Snapchat. That one I could share. 3rd place, and I was not upset. the way that show was judged. This has to come up in the next story. Maybe I could do this tomorrow. The way that show was judged, me walking out with third, I was content. And this was in June, mid-June probably. Since I was in shape, I came out July 4th at Muscle Beach. Maybe this will tie into the fact that from today, Monday, I think the 18th or 19th, July, Labor Day this year is now 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away with Labor Day, and I'm trying to hop on stage for it. Okay. 4-way stops. I love just watching how people interact amongst each other. So if I can hop on stage Labor Day and do well, I'll be proud. But let's not worry about 7 weeks from now. Let's worry about what happened in 2016. When I got third, I was happy. Then I came back July 4th and I got open first in my division as well as overall. I also wrote on my phone to tell you guys about pre-workouts and the actual story. So just so you know, I'm going to tell you about pre-workouts, how they worked for me, what they've done for me, and what I think of them now. That's in the works. I could probably give more insights as to the judging for my third place placement where I was happy. And then the last thing I want to tell you is insights as far as my current prep now for Labor Day 2021. And there's doubts in my mind. For the record, as confident, as cocky as I am, there is doubts in my mind. Which is normal, folks. I also want to tell you about that, how long this process has taken, and let you know, no matter how much you think your back is against the wall, no matter how much you think life is hard and complicated, it's really going to depend on how hard you're willing to work. That's another thing I can tie it to relationships, folks. It's always about how hard you're willing to work, especially in relationships. But that's going to take that. If my fitness saga is going to take 7 days to talk about relationships and how hard you're willing to work, it's going to take 7 weeks minimum. In all reality, to touch on every single subject and to give every possible reference, I would think closer to 7 months. And do I have a problem giving 7 months to talk about relationships? Nah. Before I get too carried away, let me go. Maybe about tomorrow.